Rosa, what's gonna happen?
The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world.
Gonna be the luchador, and he's just gonna be like, no bueno, and then fucking whack us with a pipe again.
Every morning just greets us with a pipe whacking.
It's in a different spot every day. Today rings the doorbell. Tomorrow we go take a morning piss. He's in there. Lay down for bed. He's just under the bed.
The next day, just ask how your day is.
Oh yeah, it's my day off today, man. You're safe.
Rattle.
I was lying back.
Makoto, get out here.
You just
I want you
left
badly.
me. Look, what's going on?
Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost.
Okay, why?
It sounds like something's happened.
You have no room to speak, lady. You're this pale as your hair.
Yeah?
What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake.
She said for us to come to the rec room. We're gonna wreck this shit up.
The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Well, what do you guys think happened?
This big orgy.
She comes white as a ghost for an orgy.
Either Sakura's dead,
Either Sakura's dead,
or possibly Hiro and or Toko.
Yeah, I'm probably leaning a little bit towards Hiro if it's not Sakura, or it can be completely no one.
I mean, I think it could be Toko, just because, since she got into that fight with Aoi, that would be a way to kind of lead into,
Yeah, you're
Sakura.
right. Yeah, because if Toko does die, then it'd be like they'd blame Sakura because they just got into a fight after the whole Aoi thing.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Aoi, she has an Aoi band-aid. Boo-boo leg. You got a boo-boo leg.
She looks way too happy right now for this.
Makoto, Koyoko.
What's wrong?
Something's not right. In the rec room.
What's inside the rec room? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in a chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her? I mean, go look.
Huh? I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room.
But the door's locked, right? If we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in.
I just said...
Wrong.
The door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock.
Okay, fair enough. Then why?
It would seem...
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair?
Chair?
In other words...
Either way, the door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply.
Then there's no problem if we break in.
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way.
Okay, I'll get something to break it with. Wait right here.
So, did somebody poison the protein powder?
It could have. That's what I'm thinking.
Inside...
And why would they have blocked the door?
Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch.
Now, why won't she move her hands away from her dress so I can see under that skirt?
I need to see that butt again.
She's just unconscious, right? Right.
She's just sleeping. Yeah, I sleep every night.
That'd be so weird. Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure nobody could kill her, right? Koyoka didn't reply. There was only silence, but that silence didn't last long.
Here. I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
Oh yeah, a broom.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
You're a boy after
Eh.
all.
Come on, please hurry.
Okay, you two, stand back. I think Owie would be more equipped to do that, but okay. I took hold of the broom and swung it as hard as I could, aiming directly at the window. All it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor.
Could be gas too, by the way, Russell.
That was the other thing I was kind of thinking, because I was like, but then why would the door be locked? Like, why would they have shut it in there if they just poisoned her?
Yeah, I don't know.
I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair lean against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her...
Yeah, she's dead. Or... Is she? Is she going to heaven?
Grippin?
All I felt was cold death. I could feel only one last lingering warmth of living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then...
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
How do you feel, Russell?
I mean, I'm sad, of course. I love Sakura.
Oh,
But
man.
also, I kind of figured it was gonna be her next,
Yeah.
because I figured if it wasn't going to be her, it was gonna be somebody trying to pin it on her.
Yeah. But, hey, it is what it is. Somebody's gotta be the next person. And we can't let it be Owie, apparently. Because that's Michael's most hated person right now, apparently.
Yeah, she's just annoying.
I get you.
Huh?
Sakura's dead?
Oh.
She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body.
I have a theory. Right now, if we get too far into it.
Okay. Tell me your theory.
Because I'm remembering everything that's been happening this whole entire chapter. I've been trying to pay attention.
Okay.
Because they were talking about poison. You know, obviously the protein stuff is in there, and Aoi and Sakura love the protein shit. And I know, and they mentioned poison. I'm like, oh yeah, no one can mistaken that it's poison, right? And I'm thinking, like, what if someone switched labels of some sort? And like, what if Aoi accidentally killed her? And like someone framed it, and like what if it was like Byakuya that like switched it, and since Aoi technically killed her by accident, she's the blackened because she's the one that killed her, not Byakuya.
But wouldn't it be the one who did the intent? So even though Aoi technically did it, it would have been Byakuya that set it up.
Isn't it technically of who's the one that actually killed him? Like if it's so like Aoi was the one to pour the poison in, not realizing it. Oh, but Aoi technically did kill her.
Yeah, but
switching things.
But Byakuya would have been the intent.
I guess. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't count it. I would like if I was Mastermind, I'd be like, well, technically he didn't kill her. He didn't do it. He just switched labels. He didn't.
But then
I'd
he would
ch-
die if that was
with how I know Monokuma runs things between the 3 games that I've seen, he would have counted Byakuya as having the intent to kill her,
Well,
even though
that's lame.
using Aoi as a
Well,
vessel.
missed a big opportunity to make a big twist.
I get you. Yeah,
Alright.
based on what I know, I think that's how Monokuma would have handled that situation.
All right. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again.
Muttering to herself, Koyoka began to gently inspect Sakura's body.
Like she normally does.
She's like trying to poke Sakura's body and it has absolutely no give. It's just like poking a boulder. I wondered what she was confirming, that Sakura really was dead, checking for a pulse or reaction. Aww.
She went
Owie.
cross-eyed.
Oh, she's gonna be the new Taka now.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others.
On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room, and why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again.
I need to examine Sakura's body.
Every inch.
Need to make sure there's no sausages hiding in there. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpses. Or corpse.
Several Sakuras. Is this the real one or is this a decoy Sakura?
Decoy Sakura. Time passed, like it does. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long.
I got everyone.
Oh, ogre.
Yes, yes.
Oh, she's dead, huh? Neat.
Sakura's been killed. I see.
As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
No. Whoever killed her is not just someone in this room. It was one of you, Hiromiaki and Toko. One of you killed Sakura.
What?
What?
You're accusing us before we even begun the investigation?
I don't need to investigate anything because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it.
I mean, Aoi could have still killed her by accident. I mean, she was stressed. Maybe she did something by accident.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know who that is. I'm guessing Monokuma.
Yeah, I think so.
Here.
Pretty much. Yeah.
You know it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file!
That's right, it's the next Monokuma file! Hey, don't get so mad, Miss Asahina. You're gonna ruin the lewd little face of yours.
Ooh.
Now then, with that, I...
Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
What?
Huh?
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and
Other
then...
words.
Then I kill her?
Hmm?
Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. The whole thing is totally irrelevant right now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me.
Phew.
Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated our rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
well done.
So I don't know who it was, but whoever the block it is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one.
See, if we go all pissy potty at me, you better figure out who did it first.
Shing!
Cause I mean, your lives are on the line, right? Yeah. That's what he said.
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one? I hate him. I hate this whole thing.
Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all.
How can you say that now?
Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. You want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. And let's decide who still stands guard this time.
I'll do it.
Hina?
I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay then, Hina is guard number 1. We don't need one, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me. You're always the thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting and I don't like it. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. How is she a thorn in his side? She's not even near him most of the time.
Because she figures it out and he doesn't like it.
I mean,
Because he's a little
alive.
bitch.
He needs to win, so I get it.
He needs to win.
Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we?
Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
Which is?
Hiro, Byakuya, and Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
What?
It's your fault.
Why do you killed Sakura?
I won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate.
I don't care what you say, I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her.
I think it's Aoi. Aoi did it.
Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here.
What appears for the discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me.
What?
Don't pretend like you're useful, Hagakure.
You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyways.
Oh, Jill.
And you, Hiro, do you really object?
If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to this request.
But
Hey,
We have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory.
I guess that's okay. No matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely are allowed to touch her.
Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Kiryu just takes off her glove and slaps him.
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
listen to me.
all of us face execution.
Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Do it. Just do it.
I still think it's Aoi.
Okay.
Okay,
Time to
so
poke.
wild theory.
Okay, spill it.
Okay, what if it's Hiro?
Okay.
Think about it, alright? He has, like, enough knowledge of, like, I'm sure, some sort of, like, plants and medicines, because I feel like that kind of has to do with divining stuff. Like, he's not super smart, but I feel like he might know stuff about that.
He could read a label that says poison on it.
I mean, though let's not count his intelligence too high. I don't know. It just seems like I don't know why
It's
I got
just-
this feeling, but
It's just like, I don't know. 'Cause also, just by looking at this fucking room right now, obviously I feel like Sakura was playing Othello right now with someone, and the only one that would actually hang out with Sakura at this point is Aoi. only one I can think of right now.
Okay. You want to start poking, or do you want to say that?
No, I mean, I
can
can still poke.
Okay, we're still up for poking.
Let's poke the Pope.
Okay, let's poking. I better check the Monokuma file before poking anything else. The victim was Sakuragami, and time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted.
Okay, so it wasn't poison.
Okay, huh.
However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered a violent vomiting of blood.
Oh. Interesting.
I don't know what's going on anymore. I just got confused after one sentence.
So she got hit with something, and she also vomited.
I just more of like... Oh, well, I guess, I mean, if there was still poison, she could have been vomiting and smacked her head off something, maybe. I don't know.
True.
Yeah. We'll poke some stuff. You'll get more theories.
Yeah, I know.
Monokuma File 4 has been added truth bullets.
See, she's actually not dead because her glasses are cleaned off.
The shoes of her glasses!
The other reason I think it might kind of be Hero is because remember how Monokuma was like, man, whoever did this is really fucking stupid. Thanks for helping me.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he's also kind of really stupid.
That's true.
I get you.
I'm sure my
I
theories
would
might
have
change
thought
after he got everything.
This is just initial right off the bat. Like,
Yeah, I gotcha.
So Aoi and Hiro are kind of our theory suspects.
I'm just mainly choosing Aoi because Aoi's really like, no, you three are not allowed here because one of you did it, and she's out there pointing fingers when at the end it's gonna be like, she did it.
I get you.
I don't know. I'm not saying like I said, like I don't see why she would do it on purpose. So that's my only thing right now. Anyways, I think the case this time might be a challenge.
Why is that?
So...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And the door had been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door.
So the door is blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window. There's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
this is a classic locked room murder.
Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever, but it really happened in real life and right before our very eyes like this.
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails?
Let me guess, you're gonna tell me anyway. Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crimes, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations.
So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
Oh.
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim instead. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the doors, something like that.
however,
But in the case that doesn't seem to fit, but in this case it doesn't seem to fit, there are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it.
Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up.
What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that.
That sounds like it could have been a possible maybe.
it's true.
And the final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all.
Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You use a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible.
When you think we can cross that one off the list too?
Indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics.
So there are
So
four. So there are four possibilities. In Koyoko, which of the four choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that which should be a primary focus during the trial. But right now, I can't really say.
I see. The way this killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Okay, people. I guess we'll start poking. What's up?
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away.
Okay.
Oh, that was short, sweet, to the point.
He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I better go before he crushes my soul completely. Sorry, Daddy. You.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed,
Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
and she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand?
They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would have needed it to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
I'm sure you have something to say.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Yakyotoko, our hero, has to be one of them.
Well, it's got to be one of them, so that doesn't really narrow it down there, but
I know, right?
They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Moko?
Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out some more.
Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room.
What?
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. And when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she left a note for each one of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon.
By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I stopped her by force even, it never would have happened.
Hida. It's impossible to not have regrets, I know. Awie's account's been added to Bold Secretary Handbook. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet her with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, might be good to confirm what I just heard with them directly. Hey, you!
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Make it quick.
Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room?
So you found out. Interesting.
Then it's true.
I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster?
So you didn't go to see her.
Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
Baka said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're finished, please remove yourself from my sight.
Okay, thanks. Yaku's account. Woo. Okay.
I feel like we're probably gonna find his shredded letter somewhere, probably.
Yeah, probably. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Cool. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we can't get the door open. There's no evidence of any string or mechanism on the chair. In other words, no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening, and there was no evidence that the door or the chair being tampered with or anything like that, so the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Okay. Got that. What am I looking at here? There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So,
It looks like a protein drink. It's empty.
Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. She mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you.
I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange.
Huh, what is it?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can?
Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't scattered around the can. They're also underneath it.
Why does that matter?
So,
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it will become an important clue later on.
An important clue. I'm not sure I see how. Okay. Let's look at this.
Also hold me.
Okay.
Okay. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh? That's...
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little.
I just gave her a candy wrapper.
Oh, I think she gave her the candy. So he gave that candy to Sakura.
I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
So you really like them that much?
But I wanted Sakura to have a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor.
Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper. Okay. So Hina's candy. Got some shards of something over here.
Love shards or something.
There's shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Glass all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? This must have originally been a bottle. Brilliant deduction, Nagi. Glass shards. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. The figure fits in the palm of my hand. It's cute. It's a Monokuma figure. He has a little horsey. Figure on the floor has been added in a truth bullet section of the handbook. Okay, so that's related to this. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there was some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how'd they get these figures inside the bottles?
so,
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle.
Huh?
You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that?
Oh yeah, maybe I have.
in other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that, a Monokuma bottle, if you will.
Hey, Monokuma bottle has been added. I feel like I'm starting to make a little sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle's sitting on the shelf. The
So someone
Monokuma
smashed her head.
figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which means Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? Shards of glass of the Monokuma figure are evidence of that, so I think it's safe to say the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Okay, there's blood over here. There's a
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, hi, hello. Yeah, my Discord just decided to go ahead and crash for some reason. And now Ubisoft is opening up? What the fuck?
Wait,
What?
what's opening up?
Ubisoft? What the fuck?
Rainbow Six Siege is calling you. It says get good scrub.
Okay, well, I'm back now. So interesting. My computer just decided to, have a stroke. Cool.
What's the last thing you remember?
The last thing was shit. I don't know. I just got like flashbang, dude. I don't know what's going on right now. I've been gone for all of like 30 seconds, so not much.
Oh,
So-
you saw the glass bottle?
Yes,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
The glass bottle, yeah. that was
Okay.
the one.
Okay, the glass bottle and the Monokuma things, you got all that?
Yep.
Okay, now we're just looking at the floor with a blood stain on it. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? That doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf blood stains been added on the Truth Bold section handbook. Okay, let's look at this.
Well, they're playing darts.
They're playing darts.
Oh, no!
The-
She was standing about to throw a dart, and whack.
That same shelf full of magazines. They're all different kinds of magazines here. Okay, that's fine. There's a locker over here. Let's look at it.
Those handy prints.
The locker's open and they're on the inside. It's a handprint.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here?
Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left the handprint in the
It's
dust.
true.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I saw someone's hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra.
So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group?
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Why not?
Hey,
Think back, before you opened the door, we looked inside the room, right?
Oh yeah, the locker was already open at that point. Like, you were seriously looking at the locker, bro?
To be fair, I saw it open too when
indeed.
I first looked in there. So there's no way someone could have hid in there until after we opened the door.
Yeah, so then what does this handprint mean? Locker handprint.
Can't you just have everyone put their hand up there? Hey, everybody, put your hand up here.
Yeah, I know, right? You just, like, grab everybody's hands like we're doing some testing. Okay. This door is the only way, blah, 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 blah. Can I leave?
Can you not look at the table? Or no?
No.
No, you can't.
Table is not important.
Oh, okay then, never mind.
Okay, what the fuck else do I need to poke?
Clock?
Clock, do you have something to tell me? It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma Sakura died around 12 noon, so roughly an hour ago. Was when Kyoko removing alter ego. Okay, interesting. Do I need to talk to somebody?
Hey,
She was the only martial artist strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the
I
upper
think
hand?
we already went through this with her. Yeah, surprise. Okay. Okay. You already went. Yeah.
Did we actually click on the body yet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't think we poked her yet. Poke. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in his chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that is what killed her. But according to Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body had been added to the Truth Bold section of your handbook. Maybe getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Whoever it is have landed on a most interesting location.
Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree?
No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died.
listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation?
I guess. Yeah, I think so for the most part.
So then,
Then you should probably go talk to the people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
That's why I decided you'll go in my place.
she's decided everybody's bossing each other around. She's got a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people, and I need to hear what they have to say. Okay. We leave now?
We go.
Those other 2 people probably went back to their rooms. Oh, thank you for taking me here. Who's first? Toko.
Good old Toko.
Oh, that is not
That's
Toko. The room must be locked. Like, no shit, bro. Here we go. I press the doorbell. Ding dong. And after a few seconds...
Who's it gonna be? Oh, it's you.
You sound disappointed. Ugh, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
You're never in a good mood. You can't lie to me.
Nah, she didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
She just doesn't even open the door any further.
Yeah.
She fucking squishes her way out.
Oh.
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something?
I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked me to meet with you. Had asked to meet with you.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with you.
What? She wanted to meet with my master too? I just said two, didn't I? Fuck! I guess that's totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it?
I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but accept it as fact.
Is that good enough? That I'm going back to my room.
Okay,
Stuff
Toko.
to do.
And with that, Toko quickly retreated to her room. Toko's account. Okay. Hero is on the far wall. I pressed the doorbell. Ding dong. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something?
She's turning to talk all of a sudden.
Yeah, actually, I just want to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
Well, how did you know about that?
You don't even try to lie, do you?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too.
What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Well, when she asked me to meet her, of course.
But didn't she write you a note?
Yeah, a note. Yeah, yeah.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person. She happened to mention the others, like, in passing.
I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So, then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that?
Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
So...
Yeah, it was me, all me.
So, she, like... That doesn't make any sense, Hagakure. Because you just said last time I saw her, but I saw her whenever she handed me the note. So, like,
Yeah.
bro.
Don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then.
See, that's the problem. They're making him too suspicious that I don't think he's the killer.
While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you?
Do I still have it? Let's see.
Hero was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry. It looks like I don't have it anymore. Weird.
With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. And when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hero's pocket. Ah!
What?
Quick as the wind, Hero snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out.
Trash.
What?
Anyways, I can't deny that Ogre asked me to meet with her, but I never went. So, if you excuse me.
Before waiting for a reply, Hero quickly slipped back into his room. Hero said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hero. What next? I definitely have to go look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should go find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Let's, go to the chem lab, maybe? That might be a good place to start.